morning, Bitcoins. We're joined by Tatiana Moroz live, who just performed at the San Francisco Bitcoin meetup. How's it going, Tatiana?
Very well. Happy to be here on the West Coast.
Very cool. It's great to have you on the right side of the country for once.
Yeah.
Tried to catch up with you in PorcFest, but you're just way too fast.
I know. I had to go. I had the Libertarian Party National Convention out in Columbus. I had to leave early on Thursday, so.
Just weekend after weekend, just booked after booked after booked, just event after event, right?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in San Francisco until the 30th, and I think I have 6 different times that I'm performing. So.
Only 6.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think over 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's just about enough. I got a lot of stuff with Bitcoin Magazine going on, so it's been very, very busy.
Very cool. I very much enjoyed tonight's performance. It was excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry the crowd was a little out of it. They all have to do their networking. They're pretty serious about the talking nonsense. I don't know.
Really? I actually thought there were a lot of people in the front that just stayed through the whole thing. I thought there was a pretty good connection. I know people are talking in the back, but I kind of expect that. It's a meetup. People want to talk about Bitcoin. And I don't know. I was happy to have everybody's attention. It went much better than I thought it was going to go.
It's different for me. I would just yell at the people in the back if they weren't listening to me. So yeah, the front people were very good, but yeah, the back people were networking as they're wont to do, and you can still hear them networking in the background behind us. Dozens of co-founders meeting with dozens of other co-founders to exchange about companies to co-found in the future. It's very exciting over there.
I think at any of these things, it really, I know it sounds almost like you're kidding, but it's true. People are really making big moves, and the space moves so quickly, from week to week, from month to month. There's a lot of really interesting collaborations happening, and I'm learning a lot just going from place to place. I'm still not, Bitcoin master, but I'm learning a lot.
There's always something new. Did you know, for instance, when your Bitcoin sends from account to account, it actually empties out the account? It sends all of your Bitcoins to the person you send it to. Then it sends the change back to you.
Wow. No, I didn't know that. That sounds a little scary.
It's a little scary, and it's why whenever you send money to someone, they know how much you have in your account, because it sends it all to them, and then it sends the change back to you. It's just part of the way it works. It's really cool.
Interesting. Yeah, I need to get up on the security tip. So while I'm on the West Coast, maybe even you can join us. Me and Ryan from Bitcoin Magazine, we are going to do a little video about how to keep your coins secure. And I don't know. I think that stuff, even when you read it list by list, I don't absorb things very well. So I think a video might be helpful. And even if nobody finds it helpful, I'll get a free tutorial. So
there's really only one way. Paper wallets that you generated while you're offline on a secure operating system that booted from a CD or a USB key. There's really nothing else. A lot of people are trying, there's a lot of encryption, but if you have a keylogger on your computer, they're just going to copy your password. You're just constantly typing in your password for other people to see it. And the beauty of a real paper wallet is that the key on that paper wallet has never touched the internet. It's amazing to think about, but you can generate Bitcoin wallets while you're not on the internet. I don't understand the math, but it's something like the amount of grains of sand on a beach multiplied by the amount of stars in the sky, and that's your Bitcoin wallet. And then
poetic.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You lure them in with poetry.
Absolutely. You got to trick them.
Well, actually, that was super complicated. So have you actually done this?
Absolutely. I've done it, and I've videotaped myself doing it twice. I have a 25-minute and a 15-minute video that you can watch, how to make paper wallets. And there are some difficult steps. You have to burn a DVD with the operating system. You have to reboot into the operating system. That can be difficult. A lot of people haven't done that. You boot, because the key is you have to boot off of the CD so that you know you have a system that's secure and doesn't have keyloggers. Because basically we have to assume that your computer and my computer are totally owned by hackers. And if they're not owned by hackers, they're definitely owned by the NSA. Right. So either way, we want to try to keep our keys from them. So if you're off the internet, unless someone really, really wants access to your computer, there's a pretty good chance that you're offline. So then you could create these keys, then you could send your money to them, and then your money could truly be safe.
That's horrifying. I don't know if that was a good sell for this technology. That sounded really scary, but maybe you'll help it be a little bit less scary.
Well, and that's what Derek J said, is he was frustrated by all these security measures, and basically anytime something comes over your computer, it's completely captured, it's completely owned, if not by a hacker, by someone else. And yes, that's true, but when we told you that you could be your own bank, did you really think it was going to be easy? Like, being your own bank requires responsibility. And that's what we're talking about. If you have more than 3 Bitcoins in one account, you're a target for hackers. You have to look at this from a hacker's perspective. How much time are they willing to waste trying to steal your money? Now, I agree, in the past, your computer would be valueless to a hacker. You'd have some Word documents, you'd have some spreadsheets, some personal stuff, but generally no one cares, right? But now we've taken all those beautiful unpatched Windows machines out there and we've put money on them. And for some of these people that bought early or had real money to invest, they put serious money on these computers.
Yeah.
And basically what's going to happen is that you're going to get hacked and they're going to take all your money. When all your money is in one pile, they're not going to take half, they're not going to take a third, they're going to take it all. So you're going to be like, one day I got 30 Bitcoins, things are really sweet, and the next day you got 0. Unless you split them up into piles, unless you split them up into paper wallets, unless you, even just using two-factor authentication is a good start. If you use the Google Authenticator or Authy app. If you just use email, if you use text messages, there's a very good chance that those could be hacked. The email account, if you don't have two-factor authentication on your Gmail, and essentially, yeah, I'm suggesting you should use Gmail, at least for this, because they have two-factor. If you don't have that on your email will be hacked, and your email controls all of your accounts, and they'll reset your accounts one by one, and then they'll take all your money. It's happened time and time again, and basically, I used to be nice about it, and I wouldn't say anything, and I'd kind of, tacitly let these people lose their money, but I have zero tolerance for it now. I'm sick of it happening to like good people losing 30 Bitcoins at one time. So I'm telling you, even in this interview, it's supposed to be about music. We're not supposed to talk about technology.
Well, listen, I mean, you need money in order to make music, so it's a very relevant topic.
And if you had money, like a lot of people have Bitcoins, and they're putting them in a big stack all together. Ooh, I got 10. Ooh, I got 20. Well, when the hacker takes them, he's going to take them all. He's not even going to leave you one. So unless you get them into paper wallets and split them up into different piles, you're a big target, and they're going to find you. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you still have a chance to change. You can still reform yourself. Print some paper wallets today.
Do you think you can help me with that?
Sure. And we can also, there's a Piper paper wallet printer. That's a little box that you can buy for a couple $100. And what it does is it has a Raspberry Pi on there, and it randomizes the keys offline, and you just push the button on top, and it spits out wallets.
When you say raspberry anything, I'm just thinking of like a dessert.
Well, it's a bit hard. It's more geek speak because the computer is called a Pi because it's like 3.14. But of course, they wanted to confuse you, so they named it Raspberry Pi.
Oh my god!
So it's Raspberry Pi, not Raspberry Pi. But yeah, it's just a very small computer board that hobbyists use to make little toy computers.
Okay,
so.
cool.
But yeah, it's very cool. So what else is going on in Bitcoin and music? Back to our important topic.
Well, I did TatianaCoin. We're still carrying on with the campaign. People can still buy TatianaCoins. They're about $0.05 a piece. And they can support my album. I'm going to go in August. We raised enough money to at least get the front end of the album going. So yeah, we're going to hopefully do some video of me in the studio and stuff like that. I'm going to do the Bitcoin jingle, so that'll be really fun. And in the meantime, I'm playing here in San Francisco. I'm playing at 20 Mission, I think on the 29th. There's some sort of I don't know if it's a panel or what we're doing, but we'll be talking and stuff. And then there's Coin Congress this week. I'm doing the Silicon Valley meetup. Yesterday I was in Palo Alto. There was a really great party that we did. And then in August, I'm also going to go to Nashville. There's something called Night of Clarity that my friend Bob Murphy is putting on. And then I'm going to do a joint evening with Liberty on the Rocks, Liberty.me, and the Bitcoin group in Nashville on the 21st of August. So we're going to do a little jam. The Otis Satoshi guys are going to be there, so they're going to join me. And I'm going to try and write a third-part harmony on their song, just kind of on the fly. It's going to be fun. So.
Very cool. A third-part harmony. Sounds great.
Yeah, that stuff that kind of comes naturally to me. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been singing. So, I don't know. It's sort of the way that I listen to music. Even on the radio, I'm never singing the lead. I'm singing the harmony. So it's kind of just a fun thing. I think it'll be cool.
So what kind of prizes can people buy in TatianaCoin?
Well, we have all sorts of prizes. When the album is out, they'll be able to get the first edition. They'll get like exclusive stuff. They can come and hang out with me in the studio. They can do a Skype conversation with me. They can go with me to dinner with some of my famous Bitcoin friends after a Bitcoin event. They can even have me write them a song that could be either for their company or for a loved one. Sometimes people, they have lyrics and like, can you sing this? And I'm like, it takes so much work. But this kind of bridges that gap. And so and I'm always coming up with new stuff. Because I've been on the road, it's been a little bit tricky to kind of focus on that just because we switched over, and now that it's a fixed model, it took a little bit of pressure off. And it allows me to teach people over a longer course of time about this concept. But yeah, so TatianaCoin, I'm going to see Adam this week. So maybe we'll even talk with you a little bit, and we'll do another show. We'll kind of talk about the developments. But I'd really like to start thinking about the crypto label and getting a recording studio to not only accept Bitcoin, but to have that label there and do like a reality show and kind of sign different artists and I don't know, use music to evangelize Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. I think that there's a lot of synergy there, and I think it's a really great teaching tool because tech people are not that into, non-tech people are not that into tech stuff, but everybody loves music, so.
And I think there's a lot of that Bitcoin can help people with music about. So, and people can buy TatianaCoin right now at TatianaCoin.com, and they can just go ahead and see which one of the reward levels they'd like and buy an appropriate number of TatianaCoin for the reward.
Yeah, that's right. And they can actually go to Coin Powers. That would be the main thing. But all the information is on TatianaCoin.com. And I'm going to filter that. My friend Dave Cahill, he's another awesome artist. We're going to filter it all into my Tatiana Moroz site so I don't have to tell people about, all these different websites and stuff.
Very cool. Anything else going on you'd like to tell them about?
I don't know. All sorts of good things. My birthday is August 11th, so buy some Tatiana coin for my birthday. No, but that's it. Everything's cool. I'm just happy to be alive. A little burnt out from the road, but I love the new team at Bitcoin Magazine. We're doing some really cool video stuff, and hopefully we'll do some stuff with you. And yeah, I'm just happy to be down at 20 Mission tonight and hanging with the Bitcoiners of the West Coast.
Very cool. Thank you, Tatiana, for joining us.